Oh, there we go. We did it.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yes. Evening on the East Coast, at least. Welcome to our next Kit Girl Spotlight. Today, we have Tesia Royer. Am I saying that right, Tesia?
Tesia, like Fantasia.
Tesia. Oh, Tesia.
Everybody says Tesia when they see it spelled like that, so don't even worry about it.
Oh my gosh, it's even more beautiful than I thought.
Yeah. Yes, well,
Tesia. Oh, that's magical, isn't it? Now you're gonna have to correct me. Sweet Kawaii Design?
Yes.
Oh, nailed that one. Okay, good. 1 out of 2.
Wow, I can't believe how off we were on the name. Lesson learned right there. That was worth the whole spotlight.
Yes.
Tesia.
Tesia.
Okay.
Gosh, that is gorgeous. We have, well, geez, how did we meet, Tesia? We met because you are a Kit girl. You ordered
Yes, my work planner is strictly Kit Life.
Awesome.
Yes, love that. And I reached out to you and said, oh, your stickers are beautiful. I'd love to work with them for a plan with me. And so we chatted about that. And we've started these Kit Girl Spotlights where we chat with girl bosses just like yourself. And we thought, man, what a fun thing to do. Let's learn a little bit more about each other. And let's start with the pronunciation of your first name. We got it. So welcome, Tesia, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited and really nervous. This is the first time I've been live, I think, on anything.
Don't be nervous at all. You know, part of why we started doing this certainly is in the Kit Girl community, we want to support and showcase and highlight other girls who are women who are entrepreneurs and sort of, hustling and making their dreams come true and working in this space that we also enjoy. And we also like to provide our Kit Girl community with inspiration, motivation, examples. I don't know that if you've heard or been in our community maybe long enough. If you have been, you will know that our mantra is to do more, be more, and give more. And that really permeates everything that we do. But part of what we strive to do in that, sort of umbrella or in that world of our mantra is to provide inspiration and motivation to our Kit girls so they can see somebody else who is doing more, being more, and giving more. And we can all learn and support one another. And that's part of what the spotlight is about. So there's absolutely no pressure. And we're just thrilled to expose you and your journey and the way your work life balance, for lack of a better word, what it looks like for you, or how you maybe are working towards that all the time, so that we all can learn from one another. Certainly.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
I'm going to start by saying that, Tesia, I think your office is super cute.
It is.
Oh my gosh. I've been trying to figure out how to angle my camera to hide all of the mess in that corner over there.
Kia Tower.
Yes,
things.
we have
so
that.
many of us. And is that a cart?
It's a Rascon cart. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how they're in this community? Certainly there's like 4 or 5 or 6 or maybe more like key, like accessory furniture type elements that everybody has. Like 100 million people have that cart. We have it too. It's the greatest thing ever. See several things that you have that we have latched onto as well because they just are really, functional and stylish for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So Tesia, tell us as much as you'd like to about how Sweet Kawaii Design started. Like, how did this whole journey begin for you?
What were you doing before?
So before this, I started Sweet Kawaii Design about 4 years ago. And prior to that, I was working in a dental office, and my husband, Zach, was a pharmacist. And I had a little side thing on Etsy where I was making kawaii, like polymer clay charms. So I was making these cute little charms that you could put on phone cases or things like that. And everything was going good until one day, it just all stopped. Zach lost his job. We fell on hard times. So we ended up liquidating everything and selling our house, going into an apartment. And at that time, the dental office that I was working for, we were planning this really big move. And so being a planner girl, I was like, I need a new planner for this. And I started to just fall in love with the decorative planning aspect. I think it was an outlet for going through such a crummy time, just having that outlet.
Can I just interrupt and ask, were you always, you said you're making charms and things. Did you always have a strong creative inclination?
I've always loved to craft, yes. So I sew, I knit, I crochet, I
woman of many talents
and everything, yeah. So I went out and I got a planner, and 4 years ago there weren't that many sticker shops, and I really wanted stickers, and so I went to Zach and I was like, Zach, I think we need to make stickers and we need to make it into a business. And I thought he would have looked at me and gone like, well, are you kidding, right? Like we can't afford this, but he was completely supportive, and here we are now, 4 years later.
Unbelievable.
So when this started, if I'm correct, you lived in Hawaii for a while. Is that right?
I did. I was born and raised in Hawaii, and then we moved over here about 6 years ago. So I was here for about 1.5 to 2 years before everything made that drastic shift.
Gotcha. So the Kawaii in Sweet Kawaii Designs, is that a Hawaiian name?
It's not. Kawaii in Japanese actually means cute. So it's just that style of that cutesy, the big eyes, and it's just
cute. And I will say, everything you do is so cute. You call them critters. Oh my gosh, they're just adorable. They're
oh my gosh, thank you.
I would just like to say, you know, I don't foresee anything changing in your future except, you know, for the better, onwards and upwards. But I do think you could have a secondary career as a broadcast like traffic person.
Oh my gosh.
You have the most amazing voice, and I used to work in a similar industry where I hired telemarketers and whatnot. And you have one of these voices that, I mean, just like, well, this morning on the 401, you have light traffic, and in the afternoon you have some shower. You have a voice for that, like for radio. I'm telling you, you just.
I'll have to keep that one on my back burner.
It's beautiful. It really is.
So if there ever is a day,
I'm just saying, you know.
But one day maybe there will be Planner Community TV
podcast.
And
sign me up. I'll do that.
You might want to put that. You have a lovely, wonderful voice for all those kinds of things. I just so enjoy it. When I hear you on YouTube, I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh man.
I like it.
All right, so we know how you got there now. Let's chat a little bit about, well, let me say this. I am a part of your Facebook group. And I love being a part of Facebook groups because you not only get to know, well, you a little bit better, right? Like I feel like I know you a little bit better and what you're up to. But I also get to see your community, and your community is always extremely grateful for you, constantly asking you questions. You are on it, always on it. I mean, they ask a question about, hey, is there a sticker for this? Or what about that? And you're like, well, what would you like to see? This way, that way, this way, the other. And I'm like, man, she's nonstop. It's incredible. How do you maintain all of the things that you're doing, pushing out all of the stickers that you're doing? Because you have releases all the time, like around the clock. I see you filming. How do you maintain that balance of keeping up with your community, running your business, designing, and living your life with, you know, yourself and your husband, Zach, right? How do you do all of that?
It's been a learning process for sure. When we first started, I was running myself into the ground. Like I was working from about 4 a.m. till past midnight. I would just get enough sleep to where I could function, and I would pop back up and do it all over again. And my dad would always tell me, you need to take care of yourself so you can take care of your business. And about 2 years ago, we separated the home life and the work life. And that probably was the best, most energizing decision I could have done, is putting a line, like a hard line saying, you know, at dinner, we're done or something like that, because I was just all the time. And I love what I do. The community that we have is amazing. They're so encouraging, and I think they just keep stoking the fire, really, and it just keeps me going. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
Now, you're mentioning that separation, and I think that is so smart and key, but is your office still in the confines, so to speak, of your home, or is it physically separate?
So We first physically separated into where it was completely, I had nothing in my house and I was really kind of sad about it. So I brought some stuff. So this is a room. I have 2 rooms in the house, actually. I have one room where I do all my designing and a little bit of production. And then this room here is like my craft room, but we can close the doors on them and just.
And then you have a separate location, a separate building or office facility as well. That you go to get in your car in the morning and go.
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you?
And that was a really. Oh, I'm sorry. My internet's cutting out. What was that?
I was saying how that's a smart way to do it for sure. But I was gonna come back and ask about, as creative as you are, I think I know that this happens to us as well. When you're running the business as well, sometimes that can dampen or squelch your creativity when you're just so busy running the business of the business.
Yeah.
So when you find that that's happening, do you have any tricks or suggestions that you can offer for what do you do when you're trying to get your creativity back? You know, when you need a little jolt or you're feeling a little dry creative wise, what do you do to kind of get that mojo going again?
I do 2 things. I ask for help. Before I would never ask for help and I would just overload myself. But now I've learned to communicate with Zach and just express what I need. And then 2, I go out. Like I go out into the real world and I see things, like go shopping or, you know, you just get to see what's out and about and it really is stimulating. It's kind of gives you a fresh breath of air.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
You've mentioned, Zach, and how you guys have worked to separate, which again, just to go back to that, separating physically, but also separating like time-wise. I know you said like dinner, we're done. I think that is so important because otherwise we just work ourselves to the ground. It's hard. Yeah. Especially when you are starting, and I know you've been doing this for 4 years. In the beginning, we all want to say yes to everything. But that can really, you know, that's burning the candlestick on both ends, like they say, right? So I commend you for that. That's awesome you're doing it. You mentioned Zach a lot with your work life. Does Zach help you with the business?
He is my right-hand man. Yeah. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't get orders out on time and things would not be accurate because he double checks everything and he pretty much keeps the gears going and I keep the creative aspect. So he's the math and numbers and I'm the artsy fartsy.
Our couple.
Was there
right? Yeah.
a learning curve to that, Tesia? Was there a learning curve to working together in a way that you obviously hadn't in the past?
You know, he is so easygoing that he kind of just molds to what needs to. He's a smart man. He just rolls like it.
That's great. That's good. And so I'm not familiar or as familiar with your Facebook group. You do releases every week? Is it once a week or more than once a week or?
You know, I have always wanted to do it once a week, but I just get so excited when I draw something and I just kind of like eke them out as they come.
Not a hard and fast rule there.
Yeah, no, I tried, but I can't do it. I'm sorry, it's cutting out again.
It's definitely at least once a week. I can vouch for that just because I see it going on in there. But I love, and I'm sure if there's members of your Facebook group that are in here, definitely speak up.
I see lots of compliments coming.
I love midday when I see in the Facebook group and Tesia pops in there like, oh my God, guys, look at, this critter that isn't he so cute? And it's like a screenshot of her computer screen. Like she'll be like mid-design, but she gets so excited to share with everybody and everybody like the crowd goes wild. That's it's so fun.
I'm all alone in my office.
I'm always sort of enamored about this sort of critter thing. I don't know where exactly that comes from, but
so cute.
Then will people suggest to you, oh, I'd like to have a hedgehog or I'd like to see a bunny or
yeah, that's exactly how it works. Yeah.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so cute. What is the newest release? Is it a dinosaur?
When I was drawing him, he was kind of like this derpy little monster thing. And so he kind of looks like a dinosaur. He's kind of a monster. He's just really adorable. I love his overbite.
They're all awesome. You got to see it in here. And the crowd goes wild literally every time. I love it. All right, so let's flip for a hot second.
Okay.
Because there's a few big things that are going on in your life right now.
Yeah.
In addition to this incredible business that you're running. One just ended, and that was the ever so epic Go Wild event for this year. So,
Yes.
Tesia, tell me, have you been to the event before, or was this your first year?
This was my first year. I am a real hermit and I don't get out much. So I really pushed myself to go out and see what it was, and it was amazing.
Amazing.
They're
isn't it?
amazing events. Jeanette and Amanda, they put on an incredible event. We've been to the 2 years prior. We missed this year, but we understand that not only were you there as an attendee, but you also played a big part in some of the, let's say, infamous pieces of Go Wild, including the confetti carpet, right? And the lounge at Planjama.
Yeah, so there were 3 different types of lounges. There was my lounge, Cricket Paper Company had a lounge, and then Christian Designs did like a karaoke bar in the back, which was really fun, but it was just really exciting to do the confetti carpet. I think that was my favorite thing.
I mean, both years we've had, you have to do it.
Right,
like, it's
right.
such an epic
Right.
photo.
Well,
It's
and
wonderful.
you're in, thousands of pictures, right? I mean, you've had your picture taken just 1,000 times, I'm sure. More than 1,000,
I'm sure
obviously.
she did, yeah.
Obviously more than 1,000 times. Yeah, it is. Were you not just like in awe of just the whole entire event and the level of attendance and excitement and like sheer, like frenetic, like just happiness? I mean, we were like, people just, it's hard to even explain
It is.
that level of excitement over, this community and all that the community offers. It's like, where have all these people come from?
It's like a room of all your best friends.
And you didn't
Right.
know they were out there.
Right. It's all our people. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So have you attended other planner events, or was this kind of, no? So this was kind of the first, oh man, what
you
an
started big.
introduction.
You
I
started
went big or go home.
Yeah, right. I did a really little one in Portland, and then I did my own where there was maybe about 25 of us. So very, very small scale in comparison to the 1,300 people that were at Go Wild.
Well, I think Jeanette is here or was here with us
Hi, Jeanette.
joining, which is great. And
My birthday twin.
she knows that we feel this way, but it is really as an attendee, as a vendor, as a businesswoman, as a planner addict, what they have done with this event and the way they put this event together, it is so tremendously impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It is a level of work that I cannot even really comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you probably are still on a high from being there, and all the people that have been communicating, all the people you get to meet in person that you've never met in person before, who love you and are part of your community, and all the new people you get to invite and bring into your community. It's just a tremendous opportunity and such a pleasure. I know you had a great time, and we're happy that you got to go and do that, and certainly hopefully we'll get to be with you next year.
Yes.
Yeah, next year in Vegas.
So having experienced, Go Wild, obviously you were there as, a sponsor and a vendor in a way, but as an attendee, what was your best moment from Go Wild? What was like the highlight of the event for you?
I think the highlight had to have been the speakers. The speakers were amazing, and to hear their stories and their struggles and their successes, you went on a whole nother level. It was really nice.
It does feel like you get intimate. You get to know them a little bit more, and it makes everybody feel like real.
It's very
Exactly.
And I know we felt, and you probably agree. Coming home, we were very inspired. And very, charged up about things to come and what could be. And yeah, I mean, it's like New Year's. It's like,
it really is.
Come home riding such a high. For you, probably too, with your personality, probably just so filled with creative ideas, right? You just probably just can't, you're just busting at the seams, probably with all the things that you come home thinking, oh, I'm going to do this and that and this and that. And yeah, it's great. It's great. It's wonderful.
Okay, here's another little sidetrack.
Okay.
I see some of your community have jumped in here, which I love.
Yes.
Welcome, ladies.
And please share. Invite lots of other girls to come and meet Tesia.
What is something that your community might not know about you that would surprise them?
Oh man, this was a really hard question because I feel like between my vlogs and my plan with me's, I kind of just spill my guts and everything just comes out. So I had to text my sister. I had to phone a friend on this one, and we just come up with very good ideas. So being from Hawaii, she thinks it's weird that I don't speak Pidgin. I was born and raised there, so I was there for quite a long time, and I just never really picked up the slang. Although my roommate Sarah from Go Wild would beg to differ, because I swear every day I would say a word and she'd be like, "What are you talking about? That is not a word." I'm like, "It's a word, I promise. Google it." What was that?
Can you give us an example?
Oh my gosh. Not on the spot. Let me think.
It sounds fun.
I don't know. I think just
tell us.
Maybe your roommate's watching. And
yeah, right. Sarah, if you're in here, she said she was going to write a book on all the things. To me, it's just second nature. I didn't know I was saying anything weird, and then she was saying I was. So I don't know.
Now I see someone has just made a comment. Corey has made a comment that maybe leads us to our next little question or comment.
So we mentioned that there are two huge things that are going on in your life as of late. One of which was Go Wild. The other of which has to do with, what's that big craft store called?
Escape.
Is it Michael's?
It is.
Incredible. So
yes.
So incredible. We don't know how much you can share with us, but will you spill any beans you can about what is going on with this enormous compliment, enormous opportunity?
It's a huge thing. I'm still a little frazzled by it. I don't know really what I can and cannot share, but I think ultimately it comes down to being given the opportunity to bring some of Sweet Kawaii Design into Michael's, and so it's just a huge blessing, and it's just so exciting.
It is a huge blessing and it is exciting. One question I might have, and maybe you can share this, I think that girls in the community and other shop owners would just be curious to know. I suspect that this negotiation, this process, takes quite some time. I'm assuming this is not the kind of thing that happens in 2 or 4 or 6 weeks. Can you speak to that? Could you? It's sort of a journey, perhaps, that you've been on. It's a long time coming. Could you?
So I was given the opportunity at Go Wild to go into the Michael's Make Room. Michael's came in and gave a handful of people this opportunity to pitch ideas. And so that's how we were chosen. So there's a few of us that are actually going to be coming into Michael's, which is super exciting. It's like an Etsy spotlight.
I didn't know that's how it happened at all. I didn't get that at all. Well, great. So this is really very, very recent for you.
It's so recent. Yeah, it was just a couple weeks ago.
About being caught in the spotlight, you literally someone physically saw you creating and said, "Wow, Tesia, we want to work with you."
We all had to apply. So we applied. We kind of like pitched our ideas online. They went through all the applications and then they selected a handful.
I didn't even know this is how this works. See,
incredible.
Jeanette and Amanda, you guys are just
they think of everything.
They really do.
Incredible.
How fabulous.
Incredible.
How fabulous. Yeah.
Well, we are really excited.
Neat.
And I am watching.
Yes, I cannot wait. It's going to be really fun.
The entire planner community is going to be running to Michael's.
Okay. So I'm just going to be bold here and throw out a little comment. Not to put you on the spot at all, but I'm just going to be saying one of the things that I would love to see, and I know lots of kit girls would like to see, would be some possibly, maybe, potentially Sweet Kawaii designs that would fit the kit planners.
Oh, someone's already ahead of you on that. Somebody already.
Yeah, today someone mentioned that, and so I was putting in the stickers to measure, and they are so they're just almost there. So with a little fine tuning, I think we'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, someone asked that when they saw that she was going to come in.
We we love stickers and use stickers quite a bit. All kinds of stickers we do. But I must confess, for me, I like to decorate in a very functional manner. I'm a very functional planner for the most part. So when I feel like the stickers match and coordinate with the page particularly well, it does entice me more to use them, certainly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Well.
Oh, too funny.
Some little kit critters?
Some kit critters.
Yeah, right? That'd be cute.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, this has been super dupe fun. We are so excited that you joined us. Tesia, tell us, because we know that you have both a daily and a weekly Kit Life planner. Oh, yeah. You use them for business, or which one are you using right now?
So I started with the daily, and I really liked that one because you could just, I'm all about lists and I love running lists. So that was my go-to. But then I stumbled upon the weekly, and the fact that I can see the whole week at a glance really helps me plan better for the business. So I have been using the weekly one ever since I got it, and every day it just is my go-to. It really keeps this organized.
Love that. Well, we appreciate your support so very much.
Just one more question.
Yes.
Are you a Bujo kind of gal? Do you do any of that kind of thing as well?
You know, in my dreams I am. I want to have my hands in everything, but I start one of those types of planners, but my follow through is terrible. So
they are beautiful. It's a little bit overwhelming to me, but I would think for you, the creative, aspect of that would be very enticing, and they are really beautiful. I'm sure you're familiar with Kara from Boho Berry.
Yes.
When I see her things, it's like artwork. It's just like planning an artwork had a baby, and they.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just was curious what you thought about that, because it seems like it'd be right up your alley.
Yeah.
I do. I like bullet journaling too. You just the creative aspect of it is fun. But for me, it's like it's like project based. I can't do it all the time, but I can do it once in a while. Like if I'm trying to track a habit or grid something out, that's when I use it. Exactly. But I'm kind of like you, where like the follow through. Like I can't go in and redesign my week every week.
Yeah.
For me, I don't work that way for somehow. So, anyways,
well.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for doing this with us.
Yay!
Anything that you want to let your community know about? Anything that you want to encourage maybe girls new to so Kit girls that are new to you, Tesia, perhaps if that exists, which maybe it doesn't, but if they are, where would you suggest they go to you? Is it Instagram? Where would you like them to go first to learn more about it?
Oh gosh, anywhere they're comfortable, because I'm everywhere. So we have our Instagram, Sweet Kawaii Design, as well as our website, which is Sweet Kawaii Design. So everything's super easy to find. But yeah, Instagram, Facebook, our community on Facebook is just amazing. It's just a really tight-knit little community. It's my happy place.
Yeah, we enjoy our community a lot, and it's so fun that social media has provided us those forums and those places where you can get your group together and
get cozied up.
Yeah, get cozied up. Yeah, I agree. I like that too.
Yeah, I for one will suggest it, because I like looking in there, and plus you can see other people using her stickers and stuff like that. So that's great.
Certainly we hope that a lot of the Sweet Kawaii Design community will join us over in Kit Girls
yes,
too, and share the love that way as well. For sure. I think we're going to share something else tonight, aren't we?
We sure are. As with every Kit Girl Spotlight, we always have a bit of a giveaway, and today happens to be kind of a popular day in the planner
our world. Right.
It is National Notebook Day, and so Kit Life has released 8 new options to our shop today. Bullet journals and notebooks alike. And so we today will be giving away one of our notebooks. And they're lined notebooks, and the Kit Girl way is to always, of course, sprinkle some inspiration, some doodle breaks all throughout. So our new release is going to one lucky winner. And Tesia, was there something else to add to that as well?
I do think there is one more thing. I am also offering a $30 gift card to the shop. So maybe you're new to the shop, you can discover, or to our SKD girls.
Yes.
That is great, great, great. That makes a very fun and sweet ending to
Very
our
much.
spotlight for sure.
So all we ask that you do to enter to win is comment. And every comment enters you to win. So the more comments, the better. Get on in there. And Tesia, thank you so much.
Yes.
No, thank you. This was fun.
Very, very delightful.
Yes. Looking forward to talking to you again
Appreciate
soon.
your time.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, huge
On all
congratulations
things. Yes.
from all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
All
right,
righty.
everybody. Thaning.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.